Okay.
Okay, so my name is Roy. I'm a member of the Peer Education Program. It used to be called the Inmate Peer Education Program, but I'm no longer an inmate, so I call it the Peer Education Program. And this is a unique program, and we talk about a lot of different subjects. But what I want to speak to you about tonight is hepatitis. I know you've seen it in the news, hepatitis A, people are getting sick, people are dying. So hepatitis is deep, it's big, it has a whole lot of viruses and non-viruses. But it all deals with the liver. This is what the virus attacks. So first off, I want to tell you what the name of it is, hepatitis. Hepa means liver, itis means inflammation. It's a Greek word. So anytime you come across a word with itis on it, it's inflammation. Arthritis, epididymitis, bronchitis, urethritis. Just 1 second, I'm going to answer all the questions you had at the end. I forgot to say that, that's my bad. So that's the word, hepatitis. So now you're probably wondering, what is my liver, or where's my liver? Well, we all have them on the right side of our body. It's about 3 to 5 pounds. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It has over 500 functions. The two main functions are digestive and metabolic, meaning anything you eat, breathe, or absorb through your skin will be detoxified and refined. So we take a lot of things for granted. We be dealing with this and dealing with that and not knowing the liver is here to protect us, and it refines that. It produces clotting factors. It produces protein. It removes waste products from the blood. It produces bile, stores it in your gallbladder. It has many functions, over 500. But your liver can be damaged by certain lifestyles or certain behaviors or genetics. So it's 4 stages. The first one is fibrosis, which means good tissue being replaced with damaged tissue. It's not too late. Your liver is so amazing it can regenerate itself. The next stage that follows is cirrhosis. This is permanent scarring of the liver. And the key word is permanent, meaning this liver is scarred permanently, so it's doing its functions, it just has less of it to do it. And it's already doing so many things. The air we're breathing right now, you might have messed with some chemicals, you might have smoked some or popped some pills, prescription or non-prescription, and this is what damages your liver, if you abuse it, or if you don't agree with it. What follows is liver failure. Now it's failing to do what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to keep you safe and keep you not being harmed by these things we come into contact with. So liver failure. Liver cancer, it's a wrap. You need a new liver. Hepatocellular carcinoma. So that takes a long time with this hepatitis. Other things can kill it off quick, but this is how your liver can be damaged. So you got acute and chronic forms. Acute, 6 months or less. That's what hepatitis A is. It's acute. It comes on real strong, but it's acute. So you can get it, get over it, and never get it again, because your body's going to recognize this virus. But it comes on strong, so if you're already sick or you're dealing with something, you're immunocompromised, it puts you in the dirt. That's why we had a lot of people dying, 50-something people dying, because they was already dealing with something. Then this Hep A come on real strong and knock them down. It's like if you have hepatitis C, and you contract hepatitis A, just like that. It can kill you off fast, a couple days, because you're already being compromised by hepatitis C. A comes on fulminant, which means striking like lightning and knock you in the dirt. Chronic, 6 months or more. You're going to be taking medicines or something like that, but you're going to feel it. The signs you want to watch out for is jaundice. That's yellow in the eyes and skin. You see somebody's eyes yellow like a goldfish, their liver's being compromised. They have some form of hepatitis. Clay-colored stool, dark urine, fatigue, nausea, night sweats, throwing up. All these things can happen with any of these hepatitis. With hepatitis A, like I said, it's acute, 6 months or less, it's out of your body. They have a vaccine for it, 3 shots, 25 years. It was discovered in '73. This is when they found out what hepatitis A was. So, before I go any further, let me tell you between viral and non-viral. Who here has hepatitis before?
I've been exposed to it.
Okay. So the non-viral hepatitis means you can't pass it to somebody. It means you did it by drinking, prescription drugs, illicit street drugs, breathing in some burning tires or some toxic fumes, or playing in some paint or chemicals. This can inflame your liver. This will be non-viral, but it's also hepatitis. And hepatitis means inflammation of the liver. Now you won't feel it neither, because your liver, like I said, is so amazing, it could be inflamed and you won't even know it. It doesn't complain. It's called a non-complaining organ. So you could be damaging it not knowing. But if you see those telltale signs, you know, hey, what am I getting into, or what have I got, you want to get checked. Viral hepatitis, we also call the alphabet virus. Why? You got A, B, C, D, and E. So I'm going to talk to you about A, which I just talked to you about, and it's usually transmitted the fecal oral route. Everybody know what fecal is? That's shit. So somehow, some way, you consume feces, so you just think about it. They say anal oral sex is a good way to pass it. Somebody else prepping your food, wrapping this up or tossing this, and then they pass it to you. You don't see it. You drink it. It could be on the apples that wasn't washed right. But it's spread from feces. So with this homeless population, they using the bathroom where they sleep. So now it's easily passed because they're not getting the proper scrub on their hands. They're grabbing the McDonald's or they're grabbing this and they're drinking it. So it's easily passed in that environment because you don't see it. So a good way to avoid that is make sure you wash your hands, watch who you're drinking behind, and all that. It's called universal precautions. That's with any bodily fluid that you don't know who this person is. So, like I said, you can get it, get over it if you help. You can get sick, you'll feel it, but you can get over it. The thing you want to prevent it is vaccination and then having safeguards on yourself. Hepatitis B and D, I'm going to speak to you at the same time because they have the same transmission route, sex. 100 times more infectious than HIV. Not deadly, but infectious, meaning it's that much easier to catch. And you might not show no signs or symptoms. You might get hepatitis B having sex, get over it, now you're immune. You don't even catch it again, but you don't know till you get some blood where it shows you came into contact with hepatitis B. Because a lot of people don't show no symptoms. They won't have jaundice. They're down sick, and get over it, not knowing they're carrying this virus around. So hepatitis B, you can spread it through bodily fluids, sex, sharing needles.
It's the same food.
I'm going to answer all your questions, believe that. Write it down, but I got you. And that's my bad, like I said, I should have said that in the beginning, but don't trip. Okay, so that's B and D. Now D, he can't do nothing by himself. He needs the help of B because it's a single-stranded RNA virus that needs the help of hepatitis B to co-infect you. So if it's acute, 90 to 95% of the cases of hepatitis B is acute, 6 months or less. You get it, get over it. 5 or 10% is going to be chronic. You're going to be taking medicine for weeks, months, or a lifetime. This is B. So if you get B, you open yourself up for D. And if D gets you in a chronic form, it's called a super infection. And it's just beating your liver up. So you're putting on deodorant. All these things are toxic if your liver's not working. When your liver takes all that aluminum and all that old bull up out of all these things we eat, but we take it for granted. So you put extra work on it, with B and D. It was discovered 65. Also has a vaccine, 18 years, 3 shots. The medicines are Incovir and Tenofovir. C, this is the one we all worried about because this is the one that will get you, and it's mainly passed through intravenous drug use. And first-time drug users, 50 to 8% are going to get it in the first year. That's just the numbers, and it's a slow progress that just beats on your liver, beats on your liver, beats on your liver, until you pass away. They just came up with a medicine, Harvoni, which is a combination drug of leterspivir, sofosbuvir. We still good?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what can knock you down. But like I say, it's so vast that you say you got Hep C, you have Hep C, oh, let's go. We can't get no sick, no more, no worse. That's not right. Because it's over 500 strains of hepatitis C, 72 sub-strains, and 7 genotypes. So you got a strain that's kicked back. It's not tripping, because it could be acute or chronic. But you got one that's fired up. So y'all mixed because we both got Hep C. Now you got hers that's riled up, but you don't know that. So we don't know, so we share, or we cleaned it, or I knocked this in, or I sanded it real good, or don't trip. I had a lot of work done in prison. I did 20 years in prison, 22 to 42. I just got out last month. I was teaching this program in prison to let people know you can get this Hep C and it's real. But It's nothing to be applauded or celebrated. I look at it as a blemish, a black eye, you know. I don't celebrate that prison life, but if you happen to end up there, pay attention so you can make it out with all your teeth. You know? There's certain things you got to do to make it home, you know. And it's simple. So like I say, Hep C, blood. It can be passed through sex, but it's a blood-borne pathogen. So intravenous drug users, you're at high risk. Get your own stuff, you know. There's no way you can clean it. You can't see a virus. Only way to see a virus is through a microscope. Nobody's taking the time to take some blood from somebody and look under a microscope before we shoot up. So it's certain safeguards to protect yourself. E, I left E out. I should have put E with A because it's the same route, fecal oral route. But hepatitis E is outside of the U.S. It's real rare in America, but it's outside the U.S. and it's due to poor water supply. And the water's not being screened. People's using the bathroom and drinking the same water. So that's in developing countries where the water supply is short. So I wasn't going to take up too much of your time, but I wanted to tell you the intricacies of hepatitis, because when they say hepatitis A, they think they're talking about all of them. No, it's deep. And like I say, hepa means liver. It's a Greek word. Itis, inflammation. So you can get it from a whole lot of things. You won't know it till you're severely ill. That's when you start feeling the pain. But by then, a lot of damage is done to your liver. So you know the 4 stages. You know this, you know that. If you have any questions, give it to me. I hope you have a better understanding of your liver, a deeper appreciation for it. And this information is not a secret. This information should be shared with those you care about and are concerned for. That's what we do. We wake each other up. You see somebody doing some nonsense, hey, look, that ain't even right. Do it like this, because you know them, how it's passed. So thank you for your time.